Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Ostiarius, but you can call me Osti, and welcome back to more The Great Ace Attorney. Today we are gonna continue the beginning of the fifth case. Let's just say yes and see what it shows me. Okay. The 50 case still hasn't happened. We are still in the pre-case setup. So let's see what happens. Also, if you hear weird noise because I'm eating a meat. So sorry about that. Okay. Verse. Oh yeah, we are here because this is a Paul Brokery, and trying to find his Sherlock Sholmes' old violin. Naturally, you recall this, which I retrieved from you some days ago. Yes. The second-rate fiddle is not my faithful instrument, Mr. Windbank. The color of the wood is different, it has holes in it. It's not even the same shape. A wonderful summary of our observation, Mr. Sholmes. I'm so sorry, sir. How utterly unforgivable of me. An inexcusable mistake for a pawnbroker. There's only one way to make amends. Run away. Kill him. I shall have to take my own life. Oh, that escalated. I don't think that will be necessary, do you? If I may say just one thing before I pop off. Yes. It was you, sir, Mr. Jones, who took upon himself to remove the item the other day, I believe. Sorry? As I recall, I entered the storeroom to fetch your violin when I heard, oh, here it is. You did? And when I turned to controvert you, you have taken the viola and left, sir. Okay, so let's actually address the thing that the game has been not subtly pointing to us, which is Sherlock having amnesia or some sort of really extreme memory loss. That's a thing that's going to focus in the case, because I'm sure he's going to be important. This is the final one. Is it the final one? This should be the final one, right? However, there can be no doubt that the blame lies firmly at my own door for allowing you to leave. So, I shall not grumble or bruise any longer. May the guilty die with me. No, stop, my dear fellow. The fault is mine. Would appear the fight is over. I do humbly apologize, Mr. Windbank. Evidently, my questionable disposition precipitated this tragedy. Well, you wouldn't be Mr. Sherlock Holmes without that questionable disposition now, would you? I do believe you may be right, sir. It's either laugh or cry, I suppose. You are, it must be said, one of my more challenging customers. That's a very polite way of saying it. I did not remind you of the peculiar collection of items you brought through my door in the past. Oh, peculiar items? In the extreme, man. For example, the unpublished manuscript of eponymous work, the novels of Sherlock Holmes or so, from such. What is this? Eponymous. A person giving their name for something. Eponymous. The unpublished manuscript of eponymous work, novels of Sherlock Holmes. Eponymous means he's naming after himself. Okay. Oh my, a new full-fledged novel. An unpublished, a story I have yet to read, you mean? Forgive me. Wait, before you die, you must tell me more. Why is this important? I must know more. Tell me everything. Whoa, Susato-san really is fired up now. Is there really a unpublished story under this very roof? Well, one day the gentleman here brought in an old metal chest, you see. I should like to entrust these to your care for a while, Mr. Windbank. For a chest like that, 1 shilling, sir. Not a farthing more. The house is something of very great value indeed. The latest manuscript, recounting the adventures of one Mr. Sherlock Holmes. I beg your pardon, a manuscript. You wish to deposit a manuscript? Indeed I do, for I am confident it will be quite safe here. And that was that. As such, Mr. Sholmes' latest tales of otherworldly mystery lies dormant in my storeroom. So show me, is that really true? Do I say that someone doesn't want to talk about this? I continue to pay your fee, do I not? Then kindly continue to store my belongings. Securely. You're really using the dude as a bank. Of course, they are safe and sound with me, I assure you all my life. This is all very strange. I wonder, could I ask you something? Sorry. Ah, a gentleman from the east, I see. Yes, that's Sable's suit. I suppose I could offer you 6 pence for it. Without wishing to offend, the tone is somewhat too. Sorry? Ah, but for your splendid attire, man, 5 guineas, no less. The color has exquisite design, exotic. Eastern artistry at its finest, may I say? Well, 5 guineas, you say? How interesting. Why do I feel as though I have suffered some sort of defeat here? Actually, I was hoping to ask you about your business. I heard said that pawnbrokeries are used rather like banks here in London. Yes, sir, indeed. Many of my customers utilize the establishment as you described. I appraise their items and offer them a proportionate loan of 2 months of secure storage. If in that time they repay the original sum to me plus the agreed interest, their items are happily returned. What happens if they don't? Then the items are offered for sale in my shop, as you can see in the shelves behind me. So, you never sell items before 2 months has passed then? That's right, man, that's right. Which means some considerable responsibility rests on my shoulders. Should a customer's precious belongings be lost, the only recompense is for me to end it all. The very idea, Mr. Windbank, is absurdity. One should never talk of one's demise so casually. Says the man who was telling us all it was a good day to die only this morning. Oh yeah, he was very depressing. Let us not forget that I have already helped you take measures to ensure such a tragedy never occurs. Oh, what sort of measures? I engineered a simple device which Mr. Windbank has installed here in his shop. I call it the Red-Handed Recorder. Is that not so, Mr. Windbank? What was that deep sign about? What on earth is a red-handed recorder? Sorry, just serving myself some more water. I'm drinking a lot today, I guess. Use your eyes, my dear fella. There are 2 just below the ceiling. Oh, here? I can see what appears to be a camera attached to some sort of timing device. Very astute. It is indeed a camera, furnished with some 100 pieces of celluloid film. And every 30 minutes precisely, the camera automatically records the appearance of the shop. Here, I have an example I can show you. Okay, so this is the crime scene. Yes, a print from the camera set to record the activity at the shop. It doesn't say the day. It only says the hour. It doesn't say the day. I developed a special type of film so sensitive it produces a crystal clear image even in darkness. Really, that's extraordinary. Yes, you can clearly see the counter and the door behind it. Look. Okay, So you see, were someone to enter the premises with imitation, his identity would be summarily exposed. But did you not say that the photograph prints were taken at 30-minute intervals? Indeed, as you say, my dear madam. Then what if the incident were to occur between the times? One could only say that would be a cruel twist of fate. I must confess, your device has given me some cause for distress of late. I beg your pardon. Surely they are anything but distressing. We are sorry is the word. Reassuring. The cost of the film, sir. Your most graceful place not one but 2 cameras in my shop after all. Which means I must pay for night on 100 utterly useless prints every day. I'm afraid the cost of the film will break me before I'm very much older. Nevertheless, a small price to pay to ensure the safety of my preferred pawnbroker, you know. My dear fellows, we verge on an age where safety and security come at a price. Heavens help us. Now then, Mr. Sholmes, allow me to return your precious violin. Ah, the very thing. Thank you, Mr. Windbank. Perhaps this might mark the end of the peculiar items you try to pop, huh? Because if anything was to happen to one of them, this would be the only answer. I really think you ought to stop waving that gun around. Someone could get hurt. Fear not. I only loaded a single bullet, so no one but myself could possibly harm it. That's gonna be a big clue for the case. That's not really... I am a bit confused because the way that... Okay, so everything in me says that the culprit for the final case is going to be Chief Justice. And I feel like that has been the build-up for now. And when we first met him, the only big thing he has introduced to us, the only big set piece that we have built up, was the big fair that was gonna happen. But 2 months have passed, so has the fair already happened? I don't remember when he said the fair was gonna happen. But like this whole system and the fact that he's establishing the whole photographic system we are now establishing about the bullets in his gun, a lot of it is pointing not to the Chief of Justice and not to a big case, but just a small thing in the shop. Is this not the final case? Good day to you then, Mr. Windbank. It's been a pleasure as always, Mr. Sholmes. So, Mr. Naruhodo, now we can explore at least. At last. Do I want to explore? There's a medal here. That looks interesting. What assortment of things? Crockery, footwear, clocks, watches, almost anything. Those are forfeit items offered for sale by the pawnbroker. What does that really mean though? When you pawn or colloquially pop an item, the broker loans you money against its worth. He stores the item for an agreed period of time, after which the loan must repay. If not, he is free to display it in his shop for sale at a price of his choosing. Yes, now that I explain, I noticed little price tags on everything. Of course, simply by paying the agreed interest on the loan, one can extend the period of safekeeping. So, you may pay Paul that black garb of yours without fear, my dear fellow. I treasure university uniform, never. It embodies my student spirit. Okay, so we cannot look at specific things. This is the first camera and this is the second one? Now, what do you suppose that rather enormous machine does? Seems like 2 little windows for looking. Allow me to enlighten you, my dear fellows. What you're looking at is a stereoscope. Oh, fascinating. It is amply named, I assure you. Look to the eyepiece and see for yourself. Oh, I should be delighted to. Excuse me for a moment while I have a look. Just before you do, there is something I should point out. My dear fellas, in order to see the image properly, Stereoscopically, as it were, you would need to be cross-eyed. However, if that's beyond you, is of little consequence today. Alright, I'm gonna try. Like you have to bend over a lot more. Naruhodo, you must see it. Like, isn't like here? You must see at once. Oh, alright. I need to be crossed eye. Look like I'm gonna have to look at my... Like I'm trying to look at my own nose. What the? I don't believe it. It's just a photograph clip, but it seems like you could reach out and touch it. Yes, the sense of depth is startling, isn't it not? Stereoscopes are one of London's many fads. They are often found in little stalls in the park. People queue for hours to see them. Why are people meddling with such black magic? Not magic, my dear madam. It's, well... far too complicated to explain at present. We shall save this lesson for another day. Oh. April 15, I believe that's the day. 3 glow... Oh, the ones outside. Dear me, have you not seen that sign before? No, never. The 3 golden balls are in Great Britain, the universal sign for a pawnbrokery. There are more than 700 such establishments in the capital, all showing the same sign. Oh, I see. I have not imagined your ignorance was so profound. Oh, well, what is the significance of the 3 golden balls then? Do they have some sort of special meaning? That is entirely unimportant here, dear Martin. Irrelevant, even. You mean you don't know? I was looking at the calendar. Ooh, important. That's not a calendar you could easily miss, is it? 15th of April, today. Oh, is that how you're gonna find out what's the day in the photo? Okay. Yes, that's not for sale, I must point out. It is an Eastern style page-a-day calendar. Every night at midnight, I tear off the front page to reveal the following day's date. The perfect calendar for a tearaway fella such as yourself, Mr. Windbank. Who was it who walked out here with the wrong violin before? Well, when the agreed storage period has passed without repayment, articles are forfeited, you see. I'll have to keep a close eye on the date. It's something of a pawnbroker obsession, you might say. Yes, I can see you're very dedicated to your job. I haven't seen the cameras yet. Oh, what is... Look at this, what could it be used for? Oh, I have no idea. Ah. There's a small catch just here, look. We're gonna open it, aren't we? Oh my, that's amazing. Sorry. Some sort of spring-loaded mechanism. Which we would never manage to put it back the way it was before. Oh, what are you doing? What? Nothing at all. Whatever this device is, it seems to have a pair of little windows to look through. I feel as I have seen something similar to this somewhere else. Okay. We can go to the right side. Clocks. Look at this. What could this lovely big shiny box be? That, my dear madam, is a music box. Surely you have such a thing in your country. Oh, yes, but I've never seen one so large before. Shall we listen for a while? This is specifically a reddish one, right? What a sublime sound. Like the music of angels. I never heard anything like it before in my life. This particular specimen is of a larger variety, commonly found in public houses and restaurants. There is a metal disc inside on which the notes to be played are recorded. Simply by replacing the disc with another, any music you care to imagine can be played. My goodness, what a simply delightful machine! Indeed, though their popularity has waned recently with the development of the gramophone, of course. Nice that technology advanced at such an overwhelming pace. Only pennies for it? That ain't fair, and you know it. The article is barely worth a penny, miss. I cannot offer more. Sounds like there's an argument brewing over the counter. Come on, that can't be right. Are you even have a proper butcher at it? I have seen what I need to see, young lord. Oh, is this the thief girl from the third case? Yep. Wait, don't we know? I'm sure I recognize her. Oh, yes, it's a young lady from Mr. McGilded trial 2 months ago. That was a flashbang. Her mouth is Gina Lestrade, my lord. She's a chancer, earns her crust amongst large crowds, relieving people of their purses. What is commonly called a pickpocket. Let me open another me. Sorry. I should wait until later. But I am in the mood. Gordon Bennett, you lot! Hello, Miss Lestrade. I hope you've been doing well. It really takes a while to reload that. What? You remember me then, do you? Well, I remember being completely surrounded by smoke, that's for sure. So, what are you doing here? Down and out, like the rest of us? Nothing to it? Come to pop that black vessel? Sorry, coach, have you? What is it about this black uniform that makes everyone comment on it? Ah, good day. Unless I'm much mistaken, it wouldn't be the young pickpocket who stole our experimental smoke grenade launcher. Mr. Sholmes. Oh, you have something of value to Paul, do you? Allow me to see the article. I shall negotiate with Mr. Windbank on your behalf. Pull the other one. I don't need help from some stuck-up, do you? Get off my business. Go on, or I will make it trouble for you. As you wish, Miss Lestrade. I will happily remove myself from your presence. You really done it. He's gone. That's a miracle. Sorry, but as I said, there really is no room for negotiation here. What is the thing he has in his hand? What kind of metal disc? Ooh, music record. And you, go on. Leave me alone. Oh, Miss Lestrade. Just pretend we aren't here. We shall not be offended in the slightest. That Osaka can really stand her ground when she wants to. Whatever. So, can I see the record? Can we put it on the music machine? Sorry, I click on the music machine. Let's look at him. And I can talk to her. Okay. Let's talk to her first. Somehow, I didn't really think you were the sort of person who would a pawnbroker, Miss Lestrade. Yeah, well, I am, alright? I'm a loner, just like everyone else. That's a problem, is it? No, not at all. It's just that, well... Oh, I get it. I know what you're thinking. That thing probably don't even belong to her. Probably something on the dive, didn't she? Yeah, I can see it written all over your Chevy Chase. Well, I might have been thinking something along those lines, yeah. I'm not gonna deny it, Mr. Naruto. Alright then, I'm just gonna come out and ask you straight. Did you pawn things that you steal from other people? Well... I don't know how the best answer that really, Just say yes. Suppose, sometimes. You're not gonna deny either, Mr. Lestrade. But not this time, alright? I swear, that thing belongs to me. The disc that Mr. Windbank is holding. Perhaps we should see what he has to say about this. Did I not click close enough? Okay. Miss Windbank, what exactly is this metal disc that Miss Lestrade has brought in? It seems to have hundreds of tiny little bumps on its surface. Ah, it's a music disc, you see, for use inside the music box. In a music box? Ah, you don't even know what a music box is? You is a lot and too savvy, huh? I know what a music box is. I just never seen one of these discs before. The small protrusions on the metal disc encode the tune to be played by the music box. You simply insert the disc and set the machine going, and beautiful music plays. It's incredible. Tell us, what tune is on this disc? Well, I'm afraid I can't tell you that. There are so many different types of music box. I have no idea of knowing which particular machine this disc was made for. Well, that's it in a nutshell. I wouldn't have any customer for an item like this, even if the young lad forfeit. Really, I'm already offering more than I should at a penny. That's a pack of lies. He told me he did it. He said it was, well... Who? Never mind, it's just... ain't right, that's all. The disc worth good money, I know it is. Mr. McGill gave you a disc with a conversation imprinted that shows that the Chief Justice is the culprit and you are the good man. Well then, you have to try your luck at another pawnbroker, won't you? Ugh. You can try on the music box that is here. He's been here before, of course. The little tatterdemalion. What the fuck is this word? A person wearing ragged, torn, or disrupted clothing. That's a fucking word? I see. And brought some dubious articles or other with her every single time, I might add. Dubious? What are you trying to say? I'm an honest customer, me. So, is there something dubious about the disc? Well, if you only were that simple. So I'm just moving the microphone. Sorry, what do you mean? What she actually brought in was a storage ticket. A storage ticket, so... Milistrade has actually come to redeem an article from you today, is that right? Yeah, that's right. A girl like me has a lot of stuff that needs sorting. Alright, yes, that's definitely dubious. The article in question would have been forfeited at midnight tonight, but as she gave me the ticket for it and repay both the loan and interest, I was obliged to return the article to her. Well, what was the article? The little scamp is wearing it, man. The overcoat that she redeemed. Oh. What's wrong with it? It fits, doesn't it? I mean, it's mine, so of course it does. So what about the disc then? How does that come into all this? Ah, the disc is something else. A new article to Paul. If the grown-up can agree a price... I'm confused. I thought you said that Miss Lestrade brought in a storage ticket today. She can bring more than one thing. Really quite simple. Yes, the child brought me a storage ticket and the amount on it, as you said, for this heavy black coat, which you returned to her care as I understand it. That's right. And rather unsurprisingly, as soon as the little ragamuffin put the thing on, she went riffling to the pockets. You mean... What? Don't you know it's rude to stare at a lady? Ah, I see. Oh, it came from the pocket of the overcoat, did it? You mean the disc? Then yes, exactly, ma'am. And she made it through to Paul with it. For quite a high price as well. This is all rather suspicious. Give it up, I'm just trying to pull something like anyone else would. Miss Lestrade, may I ask you who deposited the overcoat here in the first place? Well, me. Doesn't appear to be your size. Me old man, it's me old man, ain't it? Is it Miss Lestrade? Yes, that's definitely all rather suspicious. Out of the way, please. Hello. Very suspicious person. Your face is way too serious for this game. Who is this picture postcard English gentleman? Oh yeah! On the fourth case, when we were examining the marriage couple house, we found the what was his name? The neighbor, the other person who was living there, and someone he was fighting with, the prince noble guy. It never ended up being part of the fourth case. Good day to you, ladies and gentlemen. What's your problem, huh? There is no problem, as long as you remove yourself. I have a matter to discuss with the proprietor. And if you intend to make a problem out of it, I shall see you outside, little girl, for the hiding you deserve. You're very, like, JoJo parts 5. No. Your face makes me think of someone in JoJo. Kiro? From part 4, maybe? Look, and it's obvious I ain't done talking with him yet. You think you're such a gent, you should know to wait in line. Well, you're an impudent little brat, aren't you? As well as a pickpocket. Who are you? How do you know who I am? The question is, how do you not know who I am? You have not the courtesy of even remembering the face of your victims, it seems. What? You mean I'm from you? Broker? Yes, sir. I believe this filthy pocket thief has just redeemed an article from you, no? Yes. The article in question belongs to me. I demand for it to be returned at once. Oh my. Now that's a lie. What are you trying to pull? Give me back my overcoat, you Westro, and needless to say, any music box disc too. No, you can't have it. You just can't. It's my old man, or it was. Now it's mine. Goodness, Mr. Naruhodo. This is a very awkward situation. Yes. I think perhaps we should hear both sides of the story in a little more detail. Okay, you goes first. Miss Lestrada, is what the gentleman is saying? What do you think Tao lies into it? Obviously. I'm sorry on my life, I never laid eyes on that dandy before. It's here now, little ragamuffin. You stole it, didn't it? That ticket you brought in here just now. No, I swear it. I swear to God. If you are the person who controlled the whole shop, shouldn't you know? Because it would have been one of the two who brought the coach to you in the first place? It was barely an hour ago. I was walking alongside the street minding my own business. When the little gutterling ran into me, I knew at once what had happened. I'm being robbed yet again, I thought to myself. Those rents pickpockets. Yet again? Oh yes, as you can see, a man of impeccable style. That isn't the first time I have been targeted by these Baxillum scoundrels. Now then, I was not wrong with Jojo. Now then, relinquish my overcoat. Come along, Miss Lestrade, give that good gentleman his coat back. We're gonna cause trouble, I shall have no choice but to call the police. Hold on, why everyone think it's me? Just look at this Zenicore, do you think I'm the dodgy one? I'm sorry, but no one's gonna believe you. Well, what about evidence? Yeah. Where is your evidence that I stole something? Come on, let's see it. Oh, I have evidence, naturally. You what? Evidence in the article Miss Lestrade redeemed actually belonged to this gentleman. Of course, we need only to consult Mr. Windbank Ledger to know the truth. You'll be able to look up the name of the person who deposited the article in the first place. Yes, brilliant. Very sorry, but I'm afraid that won't be possible. I never ask my customer's name, that is a strict police of mine. But why? Well, as you can imagine, some of my customers have circumstances to consider. A great many of them prefer to maintain their anonymity. I see. But then how can you know if the article belongs to the person asking to redeem it? Oh, it's quite simple. I don't. Good sir, might I trouble you for the watchword associated with the article in question? Of course, it's Professor. Yes, that's right. And all the evidence we need. The gentleman is the rightful owner of the article, without doubt. A watchword, interesting. So, about these watchwords, Mr. Windbang, as I just explained, I never ask customers' name when they deposit items with me. There are many reasons why. Certain customers would like to keep their activity secret. Why are you repeating that? That wasn't exactly so subtle glance at Mr. Sholmes, was it? What the fuck are you doing? What are you holding on your left hand? We detectives have no dark secrets. No. Yes, well, anyways, that's why I ask for the watchword whenever I accept a new article. In many ways, it's like the secret combination of numbers used to unlock the vault. The date of deposit, a description, and a watchword uniquely identify each item. And of course, then I give them the storage ticket to the customer. When someone comes to redeem, I ask them for the ticket and the watchword. So did she also knew? And if someone tells you the correct watchword, you return the article. That's right. Just as soon as the requested fee is paid. And I have supplied you with the information required already, but for the avoidance of doubt, the article in question is an overcoat. Deposited 2 months ago on the 15th of February. When was the third case? What was the exact date? When was Mr. Justice doing some bullshit? A watchword of Professor. Oh, perfectly correct information, sir. But how? Really, this is beyond a joke now. There is no further room for doubt. Didn't she also knew the right word, since she have to use it when she got the item? Excuse me, boss. Who are you? One would expect the inquirer to introduce himself first. Though, clearly, as you're not British, so perhaps our ways are foreign to you. Oh, sorry, yes, we are from the Empire of Japan. We are studying here. Oh, Japan, I have heard talk of the place. Its inhabitants live on some fiercely brown-colored soup dressed up in exotic spices. You're so Jojo. You might be thinking of somewhere else. And what was that? Theatrical. Oh, fuck. Theatrical. Google, help me. Theatrical gesticulation about. Perhaps, anyway, if you're a gentleman, sir, you offer your own name first before I inquire after the name of another. This guy's but Jojo might be coming from his checkered heart. The Jojo part is... He has the checkered heart of Zeppeli, yes. But his face makes me think of Kira from part 3. And he is constantly posing, so yeah, this dude is Jojo. Ryunosuke Naruhodo, I'm a lawyer. Well, a student of law, really. My name is Sato Mikotoba. I'm Mr. Naruhodo's assistant. You see, my name is Benedict. Egbert Benedict. Enchanté. He's so refined in how he holds himself and how he speaks, but that name is suspicious. Now to the matter of hand. My overcoat. Return at once to someone with this style to carry it off. Every move he makes, every breath he takes, I can't stand watching him. Oh, yeah, no, he looks so much better with the white one. So, let that be the end of the matter. And thank you for your custom, Mr. Egbert Benedict, sir. With such resounding rates of interest, I may even decide to come back. We have not established the coach doesn't matter. What mattered was the music disc that was inside the coach. We have not established who has the recording. This is why I hate grown-ups. Because I'm a diver, everyone thinks that makes me a liar. And the contents of the coach pocket, if you please, broker. Ah, but of course, here's the disc for you. Just this one? Pardon? Ooh, I was expecting another that is, I deposit another. So yeah, you are the liar. You are not the owner of this shit. Another disc? Oh dear. I regret to inform you, sir, that what was deposited with me was merely the overcoat. The disc happened to be in one of the pockets, but I was completely unaware of it until now. So, gutterling, you're hiding more of what's rightful mine, are you? Says who? I don't know nothing about it. Very well. And I shall bid you farewell. Say goodbye to style. Wait a minute, that disc is mine. Ah, what do you think you're doing, you little tramp? You draw blood, you filth animal. Oh my, yes, there is blood on the disc. It's because of those little sharp little bumps. The man must have scratched his finger on them. I found it first, alright? I mean, belongs to me, old man. They're both thieves. So you're not having it. Oh, you take it. Me? If I hang on it, they'll have it off me again. So you keep hold of it. Miss Lestrande, why is this disc so important to her? They are both lying. None of them are the owner of this shit. And because I don't know if we're here, this overcoat with this music disc was deposited 2 months ago, which is when the 3rd case happened. So that's probably the big thing to start this final case. You there, in their black livery. Hand the disc to me at once, please. No, don't. He's lying. Grown-ups are all liars. What do I do? How am I gonna resolve this? By playing the disc in the music machine. Let me try playing the disc. Okay. Guess we're gonna go home. Just go home. Man, that was a mess. Let me take a look at the disc now. Ooh. 2 for McGilded. The best person in the city. Oh, there's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of this. This is some sort of proof to incriminate Mr. Justice and prove how McGilded is innocent of everything. But there's a little scrap of paper stuck on the reverse side of the disc. Look. Scrap a word or two. It looks like somebody's name. For McGilded. McGilded? It couldn't be. But it is, Mr. Naruhodo. A name I shall never forget as long as I live. Why is his name on this? I wish we have a way of playing this before the tribunal. Ooh, I like how they made the texture. Ooh, and the red ones with the blood. Good job. Let me just take a look around. Oh yeah, we haven't checked the street yet. This is the pawn shop. Can I move? No. Oh yeah, I can. Oh, okay, so we live here. So the pawn shop is literally just beside us. Okay. I would like to go to a shop like this. Probably gonna find some fun things. Oh yeah, back to this. Oh. Sorry. No, I want to history. Mr. Windbar is clear. The loss, we have to do something before. Whoa, Miss Lestrade is really looking daggers at the mysterious gentleman. We really need to do something to calm things down before he loses control. Look at his piercing eyes. He clearly is in no mood to talk. I have to do something quickly. Oh, Holmes. Mr. Sholmes, what are you examining such keen interest in there? As you enjoy a bar of caramel. Oh, that's what he's holding. Did your memory activate? So, you found me at last, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry? After the young pickpocket sent me on my way, I was forced to lurk in the shadows. Cruelly orchestrated, no. When you are isolated, ostracized. Cruelly ostracized as the rest of you partook in the jovial atmosphere of fellowship. I have nothing to occupy my mind, but was too ashamed to let society see what my downfall have done to me. So, feigning mock interest, I pretend to examine the tedious trinkets in this desolated place, while as you merely shall observe it, gnawing on the only friend I have left, the 7% solution of caramel. Pray, do you claim to understand the depth of my despair, Mr. Naruhodo? But how could you? I was so lonely, so desperately lonely. Then why on earth didn't you rejoin the conversation? Things have gone from bad to worse here, you know? Yes, I overheard much of your conversation, or rather, my craving for human contact, my ears devour every word that was uttered. You really were sad, weren't you? Poor Mr. Sholmes, I feel simply awful for you. It seems that my inferences are correct. Surely you're not about to tell us you solved the entire case once again. Has he ever solved the case? My dear madam, sometimes I wonder, for my genius for deduction to be commoditized? How much could I pour it for? Since Mr. Sholmes has another of his flashes of inspiration. But who knows if he will help resolve the situation between Ms. Lestrade and the mysterious gentleman. It's the right thing to do. And I just wanna leave it. I don't know, if Mr. Sholmes starts one of his wild rambling deductions, he could just fan the flames of this argument. I think it would be sensible to try something else. Mr. Naruhodo, what are you saying? The great detective has made one of his great deductions. He's sure to cut straight to the heart of the matter. That's what I'm worried about. We don't need any more cuts around here. Dear me, you seem decisively agitated. Clearly, I shall have to take the reins. Okay, so it wasn't an option. Yes, please do, Mr. Sholmes. It looks like we're gonna have to hear this deduction whenever I like it or not. Well, Miss Lestrade, it would appear as you find yourself in something of a predicament. Where is the blue blazes have you been, huh? Pardon? When a lady is in trouble, a true gentleman is supposed to be there to help straight away, not an hour late. Harsh. And who, pray tell, are you? Mr. Egbert Benedict, you have in my eyes a veritable encyclopedia array of curiosities about your person. Nevertheless, there are two immovable conclusions I have drawn. I beg your pardon. The first is this. The true reason for your visit to the pawnbroker today is something you have not yet revealed. And the second, a considerable crime is in contemplation, one you orchestrate with intent to steal a vast sum of money. Well, Mr. Benedict, what says you to my deductions? How? He turned white as a hard-boiled egg. It would seem that once again Mr. Sholmes had made a flawless deduction. Just who do you think you are, sir? Ah, yes, as I hoped. That is precisely the painted expression I was looking for. So, shall we begin? The time has come to yet another Sherlock Sholmes logic and reasoning spectacular. which we are gonna have to listen in its entirely, even though it's completely wrong, and then we are gonna have to fix it after. I wish we could just do it in the first try instead of having to wait a full scene. First of all, you must ask yourself on what business you venture on this Paul Brokery today. Aside from the disc, you claim to have followed this pickpocket here, have the redemption ticket stolen from you on the street. But that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. What are you holding? As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what you brought to the shop in the very first place is the staff recruitment flyer. The piece of paper in your hand is that the staff wanted advertisement from this very shop. Because he wanted to steal the disc, so he was gonna apply to work, so he would have access to the storage. Yet, even the most unobserved would soon realize that a man of your appearance has no need of such employee. In other words, there is no utter motive. There is some utter motive for your actions. AG. I think that's what it says. AG. The cane which you unwittingly clutch to your purse exhibits an incontrovertible contradiction. What utter rot. I have this cane for years. The contradiction I speak of is, of course, the missing Peru. The end of any walking cane would be terminated with a metal verrou to protect the wood tip. And yet, the data analysis shows the wood tip of the stick to be utterly bare. When you were first introduced on the second case, you were introduced by using tools in your glass to see, to do a bunch of special visions and see inside the wardrobe. Because of that, I have the impression that you were going to be a second protagonist who would handle the investigations and we use your tools as gimmick, but there was no investigation on the third case. There was just a small one on the fourth case, and you were there but not helping us. I'm surprised that they didn't go with that. Therefore, there is only one conclusion. The rod you hold in your hand, which appears to be a walking cane, is in fact no cane at all. It is a hammer. You recoil, sir. Is something wrong? Oh, it is actually a hammer? Like a cricket. No, what's the sport the English loves? Trinket? No. I don't remember the name. In your recalling, you inadvertently facilitate the answers of your next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reactions betray the truth. Cricket! The handle which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understand this riddle, you see. But the moment I saw it, my suspicions were aroused. What is a walk-in that made such a snot handle? Mused I. But of course, as I said, there is no walking cane. The rod is the broken handle of a shovel. What? Are you insane? And now, having determined this undeniable truth, the conclusion is clear. Your true motive for coming here was to take employment at this establishment in order to excavate the ground beneath the premises. What a calculated crime you have concealed, sir. A weakly calculated crime. And I feel like, okay, you're just stupid, Holmes. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. You have a very specific symbol on your belt. Or we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have been planning. But then, this is utterly absurd. You should ask that I, a gentleman, intend to excavate the ground beneath this Paul Brokery with a broken shovel. Yes. That's all of his deductions. That's why... That's how they all go. It's start good, then it becomes really, really stupid. And then we have to come back to the beginning and redo everything, but this time fixing it. What on earth do you propose I could expect to find there? Some long-forgotten treasure, I suppose. Save for the fanciful theory, what possibly reason could I have to do as you said? Oh, but there is one ample reason. As you are the only one to aware, Mr. Benedict. Ah, and your furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. What? Let us consider what would motivate a man to infiltrate a shop such as this and covertly dig beneath its floors. The answer is revealed by the council note on the counter, to which our eyes were inadvertently drawn. The letter gives notice of a public work to be carried in a local area. According to the enclosed plan of the upcoming sewer works, beneath the shop runs a sewer and adjoins another, one that runs under the bank of the opposite side of the road. This madness has entered the sewers now, has it? By excavating the ground beneath your feet, you would gain access to the waterway. And that flows in the very proximity to the great vault of the Financial Institute opposite. What are you... In summary, sir, you devised a master plan to pull off an elaborate bank robbery by dint of the underground tunnels. Master plan? Which brings us at least to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. The plunder what plunder did the thief hope to make off from the underground vault of the bank? Are you quite serious? Having consulted with Scotland Yard some days ago, I happen to know the answer. I want to annoy the guy until he leaves. But naturally, the answer is no secret to you, is it, Mr. Benedict? Since the first case, I've been very aware of possibility of Sholmes being a fake one because he's just stupid. I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, the picture postcard tells us already. Oh, we are gonna talk about the London Fair. Nice. I was hoping this was gonna be the ground for the final case, but a lot of it is pointing to the pawn shop. A postcard of the Great Exhibition. I'm afraid you quite lost me. Currently in the final stage of preparations, the Great Exhibition will soon be underway. The government has provided extra funds to complete its centerpiece, Crystal Tower. Funds that currently sit in the vault of the bank on the other side of this road. Pardon? Yes, the considerable crime you have been contemplating is a theft that which sits in the vault of that bank, the special reserve funds for the Great Exhibition. Of course, that is top secret police information, so please shut the fuck up about it. Why did the police decide that it was a good idea to tell you about it? I guess you do live like 1 minute from it. Thus concludes Sherlock Holmes' great deduction of the pawnbroking puzzle. Mr. Holmes. Well, Mr. Naruhodo, an impressive upbeat deduction for detective ranked with loneliness, wouldn't you agree? Is it true what you say about the bank over the road and what is in the vault? Yes, so few know of its existence, it is one of the government's most closed guarded secrets. Gregson told me in the strictest confidence. But I just announced it to everyone here, rather loudly in fact. And if it's such a big secret, how would Mr. Benedict want to find out about it? There can only be one explanation for that. Clearly, it's because the man is a criminal. But what if he didn't know anything about the money in the vault? If he's a criminal, as you said, And buying a brand new shovel is sure to be the first thing he does now that you revealed the secret. Oh. And if he doesn't, maybe Mr. Windbank will. He already has plenty of shovels here after all. All my life, I assure you, I'm not so scrumptious. Well, hopefully this has taught you a valuable lesson. Okay, is the pickpocket girl still here? Sensitive information must be handled with the utmost of care. One can never be sure that someone private to secrets won't disclose them, and once word is out, it's out. Perhaps I'll think twice before confiding in you next time, Mr. Sholmes. An excellent idea, Mr. Naruhodo, an excellent idea. Well done, Mr. Naruhodo, you know what to do, I'm sure. Yeah, let's listen to that great deduction again and see if I can fix it. Very well, let's start once more from the beginning. A Herlock shows magnificent, logic and reasoning spectacular. With a special guest. Hold it, Mr. Sholmes. First of all, I got this take so long. Yep. That's my big, like, presentation-wise, I love this. I love the whole constantly rotating with the spotlight. Presentation-wise, I love this new gimmick. Gameplay-wise, this shit is way too long for what it is. You claim to have followed this pickpocket here, because now we are gonna listen to it all over again, but corrected. You have them take a stone from you on the street, but that is most certainly a lie. The real truth is something quite different. As revealed by that which you hold in your hand. Yes, what you brought you to the shop in the first place. So, by Mr. Sholmes' reasoning, the Benedict came here in order to apply for a job, so he could dig down to the tunnel. In an attempt to tunnel to the sewers to gain access to the money, and they also like just repeating. But he wouldn't get it very far with a broken shovel, would he? No, I think it's fair to say his motive lies elsewhere. The question is where? What did bring Mr. Benedict here in this particular point in time? And now we have to find out the correct... Ah, there we go. Can I read it? Oh, look at all the scribble notes on the back of the flyer. I don't believe it. That's the drawing of the girl. Listen to what it says. Name Gina Lestrande. 5'4", green cap, scuffed waistcoat. Has detailed information of Miss Lestrande. There is even a sketch of her. Although, if he show it to her, she will fire that small grenade in his face. Look, the details of the shop has been written. Windbank Pawbreaker, Bakery Street, Redemption Deadline, which is today's date. Why would Mr. Benedict have that information scribbled on the back of that piece of paper?
Take that!
Thank God we have time stop power to examine this shit. Yes, what brought me to the shop in the first place is the information about Miss Lestrade. Quite so, my dear fellow. It would appear that the writing and sketch on the reverse of the flyer perhaps pertains to the pickpocket Miss Lestrade and to the Mr. Windbank Pawbrokery here. Ah. You originally told us that you have merely given chase after Miss Lestrade stole the redemption ticket from you, so she is here. But that, sir, is a thinly veiled lie. It is the information on the back of the flyer that led you here today, by which I mean here to Windbank Pawbrokery, and today the redemption deadline of that overcoach. So, you waited outside for the young girl to matching the description you have written down to arrive. And you have gone to some lengths to hide the reason for your pursuit of Miss Lestrade. In other words, there is some other motive for your action. The cane which you unwittingly clutched to your person exhibits an incontrovertible contraction. What other rot? I have this cane for years. The contradiction I speak of is, of course, the missing ferrule. No, it's not. It's the AG on the head. Not broken? No, it doesn't, because it's not a gentleman cane. In other words, there is some secret about the cane, and Mr. Benedict would rather we don't know. The letters. I have to examine it first. Look, Mrs. Otto, there are letters. Yes, these must be initials. In the West, customer for people to engrave their belongings with the first letter of their names. Sherlock Holmes would be HS. That's right. And the initials on this cane is obviously AG. That's not quite right.
Take that!
The contradiction of which I speak of is, of course, the initial. A most astute observation, wouldn't you say, Mr. Egbert Benedict? As we are led to believe, sir, your initials are EB. Yet, in most possessive manners, you have in your grasp a cane bearing the initials AG. An incontrovertible contradiction, indeed. Would you not agree? No, you're wrong. This cane is... You said before that you have that cane for years. So don't try to tell us you just borrow it from a friend or found it in the park. He says as he's holding the sword of his friend. In short, though you hold yourself to be a gentleman, you have withheld your true name. Withheld it. You recoil, sir, is something wrong? In your recalling, you inadvertently facilitate the answer of the next conundrum to present itself. Namely, what is the truth behind this rod you bear? Yes, your reaction betrays the truth. The handle which you evidently would like to conceal is the key to understanding this riddle. Let's consider the bare bones of what's happening. Miss Lestrade redeemed that fine-looking overcoat. And now a mysterious man has appeared, introducing himself with a fake name, and claiming that the overcoat belongs to him. But we know that he actually identified Miss Lestrade from a writing description, which suggests that everything else he told us isn't true. So what we need to do here, somehow prove that the overcoat cannot possibly belong to him. Does the overcoat also have... Yeah, let's just go with that. The split scene, which we evidently would like to conceal, is the key to understand this riddle, you see? Yes, because the overcoat is rather obviously a poor fit. Having forced it over your broad shoulder, the seam is already breaking apart. My suspicions was aroused from the outset. When you badly lied about her name and so boldly waylaid this pickpocket. This catalogue of untruths have all been for one very specific purpose. To steal the article that the young girl redeemed from the Mr. Windbank. But what really irks me is this. The considerable crime I initially imagined have been considerably curtained. But he still reacted to that accusation. Now, Mr. Benedict, let us continue. Am I already out of water? I only brought one bottle today. I'll have a little bit more. But we must expose the details of this elaborate crime you have in the planning. That is utterly absurd. It suggests that I, a gentleman, designed a weasel to filth some tardy article of pawnage. Have you forgotten that redeeming the article in the proper manner using the watchword? And so did she. Have I not been the one to deposit in the first place? How could I possibly have known the relevant details? N'est-ce pas? I have no idea what that is. Oh, but the watchword can be discovered, as you are the only one, as you are only too aware, Benedict. Ah, in a furtive glance is more telling than I could have hoped. Let us consider how one might come to learn a secret watchword relating to the property of another. The method is revealed by the council note on the counter to which the eyes were. Now the council note. Look, the question is, could you have found the watchword? The watchword is like here.
Take that!
Notepad. The method is revealed by the notepad on the counter to which your eyes were inadvertently drawn, the note led. Yes, the broker here follows the same procedures whenever a customer comes reading an article. He asks the customer for the watchword and notes down the response utterly on the note light he has in the hand. Then he consults his ledger and confirms whenever or not the watchword matches that of the article in question. I would expect nothing less of a diligent pawnbroker, but his diligence clearly has its advantages. What are you talking about? It is incredibly apparent that you were present in this shop before the accusation against Miss Listrande. In all likelihood, you follow her inside and then observe her talking to Mr. Windbank. When the diligent broker made a note of the watchword, as is his common practice, you observe him writing the word professor on the note lead beside the ledger. And that, sir, was the master plan he devised to steal the pawned article from the young Miss Listrade. Master plan? Brings us at last to the final chapter of this lurid scheme. Why would you go to such lengths to redeem the article from this pawnbroker? Are you quite serious? For an ill-fitted overcoat hardly seems to justify the effort. Much less the worthless music box is it's the most worth thing. But naturally you have very good reason to make them yours, didn't you, Mr. Benedict? I have no idea what you're talking about. Allow me to present a rather interesting piece of evidence. You see, this picture postcard, that was all we need to know. Let's go, we're talking about the overcoat and the music box. It's been much such a length to steal. Why? I wonder perhaps we already have the evidence. Could we? Well,
Take that!
there is only one evidence in my inventory. You see, this music box disc tells us all we need to know. What is that on the back? It reads, for Mr. McGilded. Ah, I miss you. Ah, McGilded, Magnus McGilded, London's biggest philanthropist, who perished in horrible circumstances at the Old Bailey 2 months ago. A prominent man in London, though his long mongering demonstrated a distinct lack of skill. Fuck you, Sholmes! So, you're an associate of his, are you? Or perhaps a subordinate? Or maybe an enemy? Mr. McGilded was a man of unusual small stature, in fact. He was precisely the right size for that overcoat that you squeezed yourself into. Your true identity remains shrouded in mystery, Mr. Egbert Benedict. But the final conclusion here is crystal clear. The reason you came to this pawnbrokery today was to retrieve an article left behind by the late Magnus McGilded. Stealing from a dead gentleman. So, but yeah, this is way too long. It's fun, but it's visually good, but it's way too long. Finally, well, Mr. Magnus McGilded, not a name I expect to hear in these circumstances. I disagree. I very much expect him to be a very key thing on this case. What leads do we still have? On this first case, the woman who was the killer was taken away because she was important for Britain for something. On the third case, we still have the whole McGilded is in fact innocent, and the justice Chief is the killer. From the fourth case, we met the two guys on the street that did not happen to appear on the case, which means they are for this case. There is a decent chunk of loose ends. So I'm afraid there's something very troubling on your mind. Pray tell, Mrs. Sato. Well, according to what Mr. Windbank told us early, today was the final day on which the coat could have been redeemed, was it not? Yes, ma'am, that is correct. Today would be precisely 2 months since it was first deposited. Oh, today is 15th of April, so 2 months ago, today would have been the 15th of February. That's right, it's all careful recorded in the letter. Deposit at 10:30 p.m. What? But that suggests... Yes, 15th February. Precisely the day on which the omnibus murder took place. And 10:30 in the evening is precisely the time which the terrible events were unfolding. Suggestive it's not the word. It would seem the matter is entirely beyond coincidence. Oh, please tell me he's still alive. Please tell me the angel is still alive. You're, of course, at liberty to make whatever outlandish deduction you choose, however. Oh shit, I must insist you hand over the music box now. Do not expect him to pull the gun. It would be a terrible shame for you to return to your native land in a box. What should I do? No, fuck you. There's some things a man must protect at all costs. It may be one of those things. Then again, it may not. His gun only has one bullet. That guy's gun is a Neo gun. This is my shop. I can't allow any harm to come to my customers. If that was to happen, I should have to take my own life. The Windbank, no! That's enough. Oh, thank God. But the problem is that this is not gonna help. Because the motherfucker controls the police. Inspector Gregson. Inspector. That's right, Sunshine. The alarm was raised on one of our dedicated emergency lines. We got here as fast as we could. And now, what is all this about? Oh, praise be, you be here at least. I was moments away from forfeiting my own life in my very own establishment. It seems you have the upper hand. Right. You lot haven't got explaining to do. I don't appreciate being bothered with some petty arguing baggery. Petty, Mr. Windbank very nearly met with his end. Yeah, but his own gun as far as I can tell. Oh dear. And the whole Britain could met with its end if I don't get to the bottom of the case I'm supposed to be working on. What? What on earth is this case, Inspector? Spare no details, Gregson. Let's go on a tangent now. It might not have a little... I might have said a little too much. No matter, it's nothing to do with you lot. Anyway, oh, you changed codes. I might have said... Might not. Anyway, you're gonna have to come down with me down to the station. Of course, Inspector. Oh, he's getting away. Get after him. I miss when the policemen would immediately just open fire. Thief was so much safer then. Just shoot him dead. There's been a spat of thief at pawn shops around here recently. So we fitted emergency buttons underneath the counters for brokers to let us know when there is trouble. Oh, Inspector, I was very worried there for a second. Very worried indeed. Now then, Mr. Permanently in mourning. Oh, yes. If the game was on Texas. Sadly, this is Britain, and the only thing that we can do here is knife people. Oh yeah, I do hope this final case is also a knife, so we have a triple knife. I'll be taking that whatever is it McGilded down to the yard. Thank you very much. So hand it over. Oh yes, of course. Are you the real Inspector? No, don't give it to him. It's mine, that is mine. I'm sorry, miss, but that anything belonging to McGilded has to be taken in as evidence now. As evidence? The police demand something as evidence, my dear fellow. We have no choice but to capitulate. Copulate. Sorry, what was that word again? Capitulate. It's all yours, Inspector. And so, we handed Mr. McGill's disc over to Inspector Gregson, and was summarily turfed out of the shop and onto the street. Okay, so now we have two possible crime scenes. I was thinking it was going to be the Great Exhibition because everything was building to it, but we have established that it has a button on the counter. The guy has a gun with one bullet. There is a possible special disc hiding here. And Holmes has installed a camera system that takes photos of the shop every 30 minutes, and it shows the hour of the photo, but not the day. This is so much being building as a crime scene, but I really want to be the Great Exhibition because that sounds like such a fun setting. To be continued. The day has now passed. Oh, you got the coach. See, that's why I hate grown-ups. All they do is feed you a pack of lies and take stuff away from you. Oh really, Milistrada? Tell me, is that overcoat keeping you warm? What? Oh my, surely you were given that. Yeah, they didn't let me keep it after I looked daggers at him for long enough. He went to the pocket and then said, go on then. Have it before telling me this to Scrapper. Always pays off giving people a look like you hate them. Can't help feeling that it's going to get you into serious trouble one day. What I really wanted was that nice shiny disc, mind. Then the music box disc? But Mr. Winbank said it was practically worthless. I think I'm gonna go and have another bash. Give it a long and hard stare. I think not, Milistrande. We shall not enter Windbank again today. Why not? That's not fair. It's gonna be a crime scene. Can't be helped, I'm afraid. The police are investigating the scene now and taking a statement from Mr. Windbank. But the disc is mine. I have the ticket for this coach. It was in the coat's pocket. There should be something else in all. That's what the Rotten Cove said, ain't it? And something else in the coach. Yes, he did mention something about another article, didn't he? Well then, that's mine too, whatever it is. Oh, she's really pushing her luck. Listen, I think it's time to admit defeat. You have your haul for the day. Yeah, and it's all your fault, Sholmes. So what are your plans now? Will you dine with us this evening? Huh? Aris will be delighted to cook, I'm sure. And I might entertain you with a modest violin recital. Not, How would I come around to her place? Have you lost her head or something? Oh dear, she's gone. Having relieved it of me quite unnecessarily, I might add. I can't help wondering. Perhaps she might turn up anyway. Interesting. Once she have a chance to calm down, I think there's a good chance she will decide to come. Very well. I will inform Aris to set a place for a potential guest at the diner table this evening. Ah. And one more thing. I should be glad of your company later. I should be glad of her company later too. Sorry. I believe I will have a rather splendid surprise to show you. Oh, how exciting! What it is? What is it? You shall have to wait and see, Mr. Zato. Until then, we still have another loose end that we have established, which is she received a postcard in the morning that was very, very suspicious. Holmes will die. That would be really fun. Okay. Gonna go with. Let's go to this. Jumpsuit. Oh, Susie, Luna, come in, come in. Good afternoon, Iris. Thank you so much for the breakfast this morning. Oh, don't mention it. Goodness, look at that time already. Busy as always? I am. I'm preparing everything for dinner this evening. Already, you're obviously cooking something special, are you? Oh yes, after all, we have a special guest joining us. Guess who is it? Go on, you will never guess. Oh dear, exactly when you already know the answer, isn't it? It's Guinea! Isn't that exciting? Oh, what a surprise! Yes, that's a wonderful news! Oh, Iris seemed overjoyed at the idea. I can't wait to learn some pickpocketing tips from a real professional. Oh, that does sound like fun. I'm not sure that's entirely appropriate. Are you Mr. Naruhodo? Yes, it is. It's a good skill to have. By the way, Iris, what Mr. Shum's up to? Early? Oh, he got the correct violin now. Oh, he's been like that ever since he got back. Hello, Mr. Shums. I beg you won't speak to me. Sorry, I don't know who you are, but kindly take your leave. Okay, so the amnesia the game has been hinting to us all this time is here. Okay. As you can see, I'm not here. So does he lose his memory every X hours and that's why she writes books? So he can read and re-establish who he is? I don't know how to respond to that. I do apologize when he gets like this. He's completely obvious to everything. Yes, I see. Really, he behaves like a child sometimes. Hurley does. The Shums and Iris have something of a parent and child relationship, don't they? Yes, except Iris is clearly the parent. Come to think of it, I wonder where her real parents are. You mean the Queen and the King? What's the matter, Bruno? You have ever such a funny look on your face. Oh, it's nothing. I know what it is. Why does this girl live here with Mr. Shums, you are wondering? Am I right? How did you? Bruno, I can read you like a book. This girl is dangerous. Don't worry, you can ask me anything, I won't mind. Are you royalty? Oh, by Guinea you mean Miss Lestrade, a young woman from Miss McKilde's case 2 months ago, right? Yes, who also stole my experimental smoke grenade launcher. Although, after the trial, I invited her back here and we have dining together. And now we are best of friends. Oh, what a lovely tale. Yes, now if I bump into her on the street, she'll run away as fast as she can. Oh. And I chase after her down to the back alleys. Interesting idea of friendship, but not a wrong one. And then I let her have the latest color of smoke grenade I developed. There are so many beautiful colors in the world. Guinea wants me to make a whole rainbow. Suppose that means you let Miss Lestrade keep the smoke grenade launcher, have you? Yes, that's right. I got worried of it anyway. Hurley always reacts the same way when I shoot him with it now. Poor Hurley. Oh, I can't wait for Ginny to arrive. It's been so long since she last came over. So excited. I just hope she actually comes. Sure, you've been wondering why is it that I live here with Hurley, haven't you? Well, it has crossed my mind. That is, that and where are your real parents? My mommy and dad aren't with me anymore. They are living in the royal house. Mommy passed away when I was born. And around the same time, my father, well, he had to go to a faraway land because because one of the cases he and Hurley were working on. Oh, okay. So the reason why I thought she was a princess is because of the way the inspector reacted to her. He was very much like treating her as extremely important. Is she the daughter of the original Watson, who was Watson old retired soldier medic, I think? Okay. I have to go to a faraway land because of one of the kids he and Hurley were working together. Wait a minute. Did you say he and Hurley? Oh, is she the son of Sherlock Holmes And he's Watson. Oh, that could be it. And he has amnesia and he thinks he's Holmes. Because she's extremely smart and he's a dumbass. It would makes more sense for her to be the Sherlock and for him to be the Watson. Yes, Daddy and Hurley were always solving mysterious cases together. He didn't mention that before. He wrote them all up in his diaries. That's what in the medical test over there. Really, he recorded them all. So, you mean it's true Mr. Sholmes really did have a partner who he tackled some of his most taxing cases? Oh yes, I mean, it's always nice to have one, isn't it? So Mr. Sholmes' partner was their father. Exactly. Hurley told me I wasn't allowed to look in the chest. But that only made me want to look even more, so I opened it up and found their father's memoirs. So I asked Hurley, who wrote this? He nearly fell off his chair. But then he told me. That's when I found out that the author of those accounts was my father. So his father was the Sholmes' partner. Maybe it's just not a twist and it's just Holmes and Watson. I practically lived with Hurley all my life. I was tiny when he took me in. So he came quite as a shock. And Hurley told me he wasn't really my dad. It must have been done. I wonder why Sholmes chose to tell you at such a young age. Hurley said it was because he wouldn't be able to hide it from me. Well, having lived with Hurley all these years, you might say that his way have rubbed off on me. There are some things I can just see. Especially lies. I almost know when a person is lying before they open their mouth sometimes. Oh, right. Anyway, I was fascinated when I read Daddy's diaries. That's what inspired me to write The Adventures of Sherlock Sholmes, actually. I always assumed Mr. Sholmes told you all of those thrilling stories. Oh no, Hurley is hopeless like that. He forgets everything. As soon as he solves the case, it's all but vanished from his mind. Oh, I see. The other day it was so embarrassing. As usual, he totally forgot about the case he just solved. So the very next day, he gathered together all the people involved and proceeded to solve the case again. Quite a shock for everyone. You did establish on the third case... No, on the fourth case that Sholmes did told her about what happened in the boat and the speckled band case. So he will share cases with you sometimes. You share your father's surname, don't you, Iris? That's right, Wilson. Daddy is Mr. John H. Wilson. I learned from his dad that he's a doctor of medicine. That was promptly me to study so that I could earn a doctorate as well. Iris' father who went to some distant land. And he's a doctor by the name of John A. Oh, that's the guy who died on the first case! That's the fucking connection! Oh! Did not expect to see him be important. I was expecting her to be. Oh, that's fun! Kindly state before the court the name of the victim. The victim name was Dr. John H. Wilson. That's right, the visiting professor of medicine at the Imperial Yume University, and the man who in the most bizarre of circumstances lost his life before he left Japan. Miss Suzato? Yes. Perhaps we shouldn't pursue this conversation any further at this time. I think that would be for the best. Ah, my dear fellas, good to see you. And he now has reset his memories. Okay. Whatever did you not make your presence known to me before? Well, no matter. So, how the devil are you? Well, we've been with you for most of the day. Goodness, really? Do tell me, Mr. Sholmes, is your violin scattered? My violin? What are you talking about, my dear madam? Oh, never mind that. I have something far more interesting to show you. Behold, my dear you have the other fucking disc. How? Oh, another music box disc. No, not another, Mrs. Atsu. This is the one Gregson demanded we hand over as evidence for Miss McGilded key disc. You motherfucker! Then what is it doing here? Heh, you know at time, Mr. Naruhodo. I think though I have an undeniable turn for this detection. I may well be even more adept at larceny. Oh, that would be a wonderfully exciting. I will be your pickpocketing assistant. And Runo could be your go-to lawyer if you ever got caught. Right. Plus, Susie has such a beautiful handwriting, she could write our menacing crime notifications. Yes, I'll be delighted. Just gonna pretend this conversation never happened? You motherfucker! But this is not the correct disc because there is no blood mark. And I think the color is different now. I feel like the disc was a bit more brown, but I could just be crazy. But there is no blood there. This feels more. Sorry, that looks more silverish than I remember. I don't understand how did the disc come into your possession? I thought Professor Gregson took it back to Scotland Yard. Quite correct. And that sort of uncompromising attitude is precisely why I always carried some of this. That's a bar of caramel, Mr. Sholmes. Your one and only friend in times of loneliness, if I'm not mistaken. If you would humor me, my dear fellas, cast your mind back to when the good detective confiscated the disc. Yeah, bloodstain. I'll be taking this whatever is McKilda down to the yard, thank you so much. So hand it over, yes, of course. Police demand something as evidence. You have to give. It's all yours, Inspector. For the briefest of moment, I have the disc in my hand, did I not? Yes, but I still don't understand. It was precisely at that moment that I summoned my one and only friend into action. I pressed the disc into this bar. That's amazing. The disc and our mispronounced have been made an image on the caramel. Indeed, the caramel is quite exceptional. I developed myself, you know. Suitable software for making impressions, but the resistance to melting. The solution at a precisely controlled solution. Oh, so you... Okay, so... The disc is in the Scotland Yard. You just made a copy right now. That's what you were doing the desk. Carrying a pair of these in one person frequently proves very useful indeed. Take a house key, for example. A simple press, and its unique form is duplicated. I can enter anyone's property at will, and never without high sucrose nourishment. Yeah, it sounds illegal. From the image, I was able to create this. I confess I was most curious to know what the matter of music would ensue when the disc was played. Do tell us, Mr. Sholmes, what music does the disc play? Well, unfortunately, I have no idea. No idea, none whatsoever. Are you familiar with the working of a music box, my dear fellas? No, I'm afraid not. Goodness, you don't know? Holy shit! Inside the music box there is a special metal piece called the comb that produces sound. This is... We're gonna spend so much time in this shit on this case. Small protuberance plunk the different tips of the comb as they rotate past, making the different notes. The first music box will be invented to use a rotating cylinder of the protuberances. But over time, a new type of player was produced, which uses discs such as this. With the development, the popularity of music boxes spread far and wide, all around the globe. Why exactly? Because discs are easy to produce and can be interchanged to facilitate the playing of a different tune. There are a great many firms in Europe now manufacturing music boxes as a result. It is wonderful to be able to enjoy music even when no performer is present. But is the very success of the invention, that means we are now presented with an unsurmountable problem. What do you mean? As you may imagine, the construction of one firm music box does not match that of another. We have no way of knowing in which music box this player's disc was designed to be played. There is no resolution to this problem, I'm afraid. It's quite intractable. Oh, I see, that's why. Naturally, I test the disc in those few music boxes I have at my disposal. But as you can hear, to no avail. The result was equally unsatisfactory as this one. So, I'm presently engaged in acquiring an example of all music boxes ever made in Europe. Every single one. That's hardly for you. Always think things too far. Oh, my dear girl, an unsolvable riddle is quite repugnant to my constitution. But surely our different types in Europe will amount to a huge volume, won't it? Yes, that's certainly true. In the worst case, I shall have to ask you to vacate the attic room. The attic? What? Ah! Magnus McGilded. Not a name I expect to hear again so soon. Yeah, it's only been 2 months since that grisly case. Mr. McGilded was perished with hours of the prior conclusion. I lost a good man. Was it the case of the curse? Was it the curse of the Reaper? No one knows. Still now. The omnibus was reduced to a pile of ash, not a shred of evidence remained. And with the man's death, the truth about the murder in which he was so intimately involved was buried. Even though we successfully established Mr. McGilden's innocence in the trial, the newspaper is still claiming there remains an unsolved case. The murder of the brickmaker, Mr. Trice fired Manson. In the end, the truth of the matter remains a mystery. We still have no idea what really happened that night. And although Mr. McGilded was found not guilty through my defense, I still don't know if that really was the right judgment or not. It would appear as the case is not yet closed. Well, it's time to start getting things ready for dinner, I think. Ginny will be here before long. Thank you, Iris. Oh, well, you must let me help you then. Of course, Susie. That's plenty to do. There is plenty to do. I think I shall investigate the condition of my faithful performing partner. Now then, where did I leave it? Let this be a lesson to you, Mr. Sholmes. Never leave anything too precious with the pawnbroker. Yes, you may be right. Oh, that reminds me of something. Mr. Windbank said before. He said he had a manuscript of Iris in Paul, didn't he? Did he? Yes, he definitely mentioned it. The Sholmes' latest tale of otherworldly mysteries lies dormant in my storeroom. Were his words, I believe. So you hear that, did you? I expect you were as insensate as I was. Oh yes, the idea of such a wonderful story languishing Mr. Windbank's storeroom gathering dust. My dear madam, I'm quite sure I told you already. The pawnbroker's storeroom is the safest place for it. More secure than a bank vault. And what about your Stradivarius, Hurley? Was that safe and secure? Well, there may be the occasion mixed up, caused by a certain impetuous someone who not too far from me now. You have an idea how long it took me to write that Baskerville story, Hurley? Baskerview. Bakerview? Oh, it sounds exciting. The Hound of the Baskervilles. I should love Bakerville. No, that's not. Ah, they said in the fucking cutscene. And I was like, okay, I need to repeat this because this is going to be important. How do you know the name of the case? Oh. What's going on? Why does it feel like Ice Chill just swept to the room? Susie, what did you just say? You said the Hound of the Baker's Vial? But how could you know the full title? Well... That's because Mr. Zato is a great fan of all stories about Mr. Sholmes, of course. But you know, the Hound of the Baker's Vial has never been published yet. What? When I showed Hurley the manuscript, he told me that I wasn't allowed to publish it yet. I don't understand. That's why he said he kept it safe. Until it was the right time for the story to be made public, you see. So that's why the manuscript was at the Windbank. And yet, how could Miss Susie here know its title? Well, Hurley, what's going on? Ah. What is it, Mr. Sholmes? It appears our guest has arrived. Miss Lestrade? This was a bad idea. I knew I weren't welcome. I'm going. No, wait. Miss Lestrade. Lestrade. We have all eagerly awaited your arrival. Haven't we, Iris? Oh yes, just wait there, Ginny. We will have everything ready in a jiffy. Come along, Susie. To the kitchen, we have to talk. It's a pleasure to see you, Miss Lestrade. Please, make yourself at home. Don't stand in the doorway, my dear girl. Come along. What says you to some medicine? I won't take a no for an answer. Medicine it is, then. Get! Hello, Wagahai. That evening, Iris prepared us all a meal that was even more delicious than usual. The show's violin performance was in no way meddlesome, and Gina, as we came to call her, taught us all how to steal things from one another without being noticed. Everyone truly enjoyed themselves well into the night. Truly. Naruhodo's legal consultation, the night of the 15th of April. It was quite a very enjoyable evening, wasn't it? Oh yes, Iris' cooking was truly divine, and I feel as though I can still hear the enchanting strains of Mr. Sholmes' violin even now. Before, best of all, I bet I could steal the glasses from his lordship's face next time we are in court. Is Naruhodo, could I consult you with you about something, I wonder? Is the matter, Zato-san? About the telegram I received. Oh, finally! The one that arrived first thing in the morning, I suppose. I have been summoned. Summoned? What do you mean? The telegram was from Lord Chief Justice's office. Lord Strongheart has asked me to see me. The Chief Justice? When? Tomorrow morning. Then we have to start preparing at once. That won't be necessary, Mr. Naruhodo. I'll be summoned alone. Nope, you are not going alone. On Earth for? Nope. Not happening. No idea. I suppose I shall find out tomorrow. What is all this about? Whatever is it, it's making me feel very uneasy. We have so many bombs waiting to explode. Oh, this case is gonna be fun. Who could it be, I wonder? Good evening, friends. Oh, Iris, hello again. Oh, Gina too. Yes, Ginny is going to stay with us tonight. She's going to sleeping with me. Isn't that right, Ginny? Well, yeah. How lovely. Let me make a pot of tea. You know, I learned so much today. Oh, what in particular? That you were a bitch. You mean all those pickpocket techniques? We have fun trying them out of it on each other, didn't we? I think I awakened a true natural talent. I could earn a living from it. Maybe get ahead of yourself. So, what brings you in your humble quarters at these late hours? You still haven't talked about the fucking title. I came to return this. Wait, what? That's mine. Oh, however, I told you, didn't I? I have a natural talent for it. Oh, yes, I've forgotten. Harris literally is a child genius at everything. So anyway, here, you can have it back. Not that I really understand why you wear it, though. Oh, thank you. Alright, good night. Good night. So, this is your F-off, is it? What do you think, Ginny? Think I wouldn't fancy me chances with a lawyer who lives in a place like this? Yes, me too. Huh. Since as though Iris here still has some she'd like to talk about. I suppose Val wants to talk about the manuscript. Yeah, I suppose she does. Iris, I suppose you're hoping to talk about the manuscript, aren't you? Aren't you gonna tell me? I'm sorry. I need a little more time, please. Why? Just talk! Alright, I understand. Oh god, is she gonna die? She has so much shit building up from her, and then tomorrow she's gonna go be alone with Chief Justice. Hope I have made you feel awkward. Oh no, not at all, Iris, not at all. I am intrigued on how this kid is gonna be. I do. Your companion dad trips on this trip. I do think, like, I think Lord Van Zix is going to be my client. It feels like this is set up for him to be the client and Chief Justice to be the prosecutor. Which I think would be fun, but maybe not. You would go back to Japan and be investigated for murder. Every person who interacted with you die. I don't know what about all this is about, really, but the story you made it up, isn't it? Is it? It's a story you made up. Is it, Iris? This manuscript or whatever you call it? Not exactly a story I made up. It's something I read in Dad's diaries. Daddy? That's right. I don't suppose I mentioned to you before, Ginny, but my daddy was early assistant once, his partner. Huh? They solved all sort of strange and mysterious crimes together. Is that right, mister? Apparently so. I was surprised as you are. Her surprise is a little bigger. There is something there. And Daddy wrote all the details of every single case down, you see, in his diaries. So I study them and write my stories based on what actually happened. So where is our old man now then? He have to go to urgent business to a faraway land and he's gone a very long time. So I never really met him. Oh, right. Come to think of it, I don't know anything about Gina's parents either. Perhaps we should ask her. We still haven't told Iris that her dad is dead. At least we caught the criminal who did it, and then she went on to not be in jail for it. Iris, the Hound of the Baskerville. I need to... We are gonna see this word a lot in this case. How do I pronounce this? Yeah, I know. I want to know how to pronounce the word. It's a famous case, I know that. Pronunciation. Why is the fucking video Baskervilles? Baskervilles, okay. Baskervilles, the Hounds of the Baskervilles. I sent it to you really long. I found it in one video and it's like, okay, here's how to pronounce this word. The video is 1 minute long and the pronunciation is 3 seconds. The rest of the video is just trying to find where the fucking word is. Another tale inspired by your father accounts. I'm pretty sure I have this book in my house. I'm pretty sure I have most of the books because I did give my brother a big collection of every Sherlock Holmes stories for birthday 1 year. So I'm pretty sure I have it. I am thankful that I don't know the cases, the stories, because I'm pretty sure it would spoil most of this game. That's right, I thought it would be fascinating. We still haven't met, what was the name of his rival? Ah, fuck. Moriarty. We haven't met one of them yet. Maybe the second game. But it's different somehow from the other cases, I mean. Oh, how? I don't know, I don't really know, but it must be special in some way. Because after I written it and showed the manuscript to Hurley, he turned as white as a shit. It was the first time I ever seen him like that. It pains me to have to say this after toiled over it for so long, Iris. But this story must not be published at this time, under any circumstances. Why not? It's one of my best works. I'm not at liberty to say not now, so please do not ask me. Alright then. I won't. But I do solemnly swear that I will explain everything one day, Iris, when the time is right. So the underlying logo for this case is, give it some time. I could tell you right now, but I won't. I will tell you later. Every fucking character, this is like the 4th fucking instance of that in like 2 hours. And that's how the manuscript came to be with Mr. Windbank, isn't it? Yes, Hurley said it was to be somewhere. It have to be somewhere safe, very safe. I really get my goat that does. He's treating you like a child. I mean, that's what it is, keeping secrets like that. Sure, Mr. Sholmes isn't trying to be mean. If he said it wasn't a liberty to talk about, I'm sure there must have been a very good reason. I think so too. You lot are too trusting for your own good. But he can't pull the wound over my eyes. Thomas is lying to Iris. I bet my life on it. What? Hurley is lying to me? Okay, and now we talk to her. I realize that I don't know anything about your parents, Gina. I ain't got any, have I? Never did have. Oh. You're a miracle. Look, the Easter End is full of orphans like me. No one wants nothing to do with us from the minute we are born, not even our moms. But we all stick together. The older ones look after the little ones to make sure they get by. So that's why you're a pickpocket. Nah, diving's my life, I love it. Get a kick out of every time I leave someone's pompous idiot's purse. And that's how we all afford to eat. I'm like Robin Hood, ain't I? That's how I see it. Oh, Gina. I do think about it sometimes. What would it be like to have parents, I mean? I always thought it would make everything fine. But having to listen to what Aris just said, sounds like having parents ain't always easy either. I mean, if you know you never have them, you don't feel like you're always wanting to meet them. It's true. I do want to see Daddy so much. Oh, Iris. So, why the fuck did Susato didn't want to tell me what the telegram was in the morning? Oh, I was summoned to talk to Chief Justice tomorrow. Why was that so fucking hard? Tina, what do you mean when you said you know what Mr. Shum is lying to Aris? Well, he reckons he popped that manuscript or whatever, right? Oh, come on, that's obviously a load of rubbish. He probably has a bunch of information about some important politician that can't be revealed yet. Like Chief Justice. Oh my, why would you think that, Gina? It's simple, if that story really was in old Windbank storeroom, there's no way someone half around the world, in other words you, could know about it. Ah. Sorry, Aris, but if you ask me, he sold it. Without telling you. But Hurley would never do something like that, I'm sure of it. Huh? Grown-ups do a lot worse than that, believe me. Barefaced liars, he told a lot of them. You just ain't realizing yet. Or Susato could just explain how she fucking knows. But I guess we are allergic to fucking communication today. Tell you the manuscript ain't at Windbank. You soon see it. Soon. You have to soon see if you have to look. Even if you think you can trust him, I don't. That Shum is a liar. The rest of them. I'm honest, I have wondered if Hurley telling me the truth sometimes. See? Oh, but I don't mean that I think he sold it. I mean that sometimes I wonder if he might have hidden my manuscript somewhere I don't know. Even though it's wrong of me to doubt him. Don't be too hard on yourself, Iris. Oh my goodness, look at the time. Come along, Ginny, we should go back downstairs. Yeah, alright. And please, don't mention any of this to Hurley, will you? No, of course not. We are also allergic to communication. Good night. You must let me make breakfast for you tomorrow morning, I insist. Oh, yes please. Can't wait, Susie. Good night, then. Iris, it sure is easy to forget, isn't it? Sometimes she just speaks like an adult. But deep down, she's still just a child. Well, I think it's time that I return for the night, too. Naruhodo-san. We are also keeping a secret from her, because of course we are. Dr. John H. Wilson, Iris' father. But also the name of the murdered visiting professor at Yuma University. It can't be can't be a mere coincidence. There's something deeper going on. Mr. Naruhodo. Mr. Naruhodo. That voice. That's Mr. Shums. What's going on? It's the middle of the night. Miss Listrande. She's gone. She stole the disc. Gina? She was supposed to be sleeping in Ari's room, but her bed is empty. Well, she's an independent young woman. She probably decided to go home, no? I think not. From speaking to her before she retired, I received the distinct impression that she was looking forward to breakfasting with Miss Susato. No, I don't believe the girl have gone home, but I've been waiting for over an hour now. Over an hour? Oh. If you indulge me, look out the window, my dear fellow. What's it about? Wait a minute, why is there a light on at the time of the night? That's Mr. Windbank pawnbrokery. Mr. Windbank, oh no. It's Sipov. That's... Oh, she's gonna try to steal the manuscript. We are gonna have this entire case be preventable if we have fucking communication. Since you have some kind of knowledge of the situation, Mr. Naruhodo. Sorry, oh, no, not really. Yes, we do. Well, anyways, we must investigate. At once. Mr. Zatu. Sorry, what time it says? 1 a.m. Okay, the door to Windbank is open. And the lamp is burning. Must be Gina. Must not? Let us hope it's nothing more sinister. What? Come, there is not a moment to lose. Clearly someone is afoot inside. I hope do not talk about sensitive information. And then when... Oh, I see the blood here. And when asked, why do you know that? Don't worry about it. Okay, so we have... Okay, so what do we know about this pawnbroker? That is... Oh, that's a bullet. That's a bullet hole. The 16th of April, yesterday was the 15th. He changes the calendar every day at midnight. There is no blood here, and we have cameras that take pictures every 30 minutes, but it says the hour but not the day. And so I thought the calendar was here to show us the day of the photo. Oh yes, there it is. Ah, Mr. Sholmes. Mr. Sholmes. What the? Has Sholmes been shot? Leave me, Mr. Naruhodo. But after them, go. Right. Two. Blessed. I lost them. Hello, hello. What do we have here? The alarm was just raised from the pawnbroker, sir. Would you know something about it? Officer, come with me. It's my friend, Mr. Sholmes. He's been shot. Shot? The policeman close behind me. I ran back to Windbank. Nice. This looks good. Oh, it's a cutscene.
Mr. Sholmes!
Mr. Naruhodo.
How bad is it? Never mind me, but there's much at stake. Behind that door.
Where is the blood? Where was he shot?
In the storeroom. Hurry!
Cool. Yeah, I expected that. And Gina is alive.
It's Gina!
So we have to protect her this case. Okay. To be continued. So the case is not related to the great exhibition, huh? How the fuck are we gonna incriminate the Chief of Justice with justice? The two... Okay, I couldn't really identify that well the two shadows, but they were not the Chief Justice. I'll be alright. There's a great person. After then, go! It could just be that they are his lackeys. Behind the door is the storeroom. Hurry. And she's holding the gun. It's Gina? And no one gonna believe her because she's a thief. And we will believe her because we are a lawyer who understand that we have to believe in ourselves, the ourselves who believes in our client. Okay, from that moment, Windbank pawnbrokery became a crime scene. Everything that followed happened in a whirlwind of activity. They arrived with the police, the preliminary investigation of the scene, the questioning. Just before dawn, I was alone back to my logins at 21 Baker. Iris. Is she crying on her left side, or is it just my impression? Iris, a telegram came, but all it says was wait at home. Ah, yes, we asked one of the policemen to have it sent. It was simply possible to come back. Okay, no, it's just this thing. When I woke up, I was all alone. Hurley and Guinea were gone. Everyone was gone. What happened, Runa? Poor Iris, she's trembling. She's obviously trying very hard to not let herself get too worried. I'll explain everything I know. Something awful has happened, hasn't it? Yes. I'm afraid so. At the least start with Sholmes and Gina are alive. I'm sorry that I have to tell you this, Iris, but Mr. Windbank is dead. Oh, I didn't care about him. He was shot. We discovered it in the early hours of the morning. Oh, I have a feeling. You did? When I saw all those police carriages pulling outside his shop, so I knew something must have happened there. When we entered Windbank in the small hours, we disturbed a gang of two. They ran out of the street, I chased after them, but they got away. So I suppose one of them shot Mr. Windbank, I suppose. I don't know, but that's not what the police believe at the moment. Why not? They arrested someone else as their prime suspect, you see. Gina. Ginny, but why? Well, the thing is... No, Ginny wouldn't do something like that. I know. None of us think she did it. And have they arrested her? Sorry, there was nothing I could do. So where is Hurley then? Is he still there investigating the scene? He ought to have some breakfast. It's not good for him to miss meal. He's in the hospital. I don't want to worry Iris, but I have some news about Mr. Sholmes. He was taken to the hospital this morning. What? Well, when we entered Windbank, a gun was fired and he took the bullet. Hurley was shot? No. It's alright. His life isn't in danger. Really, are you sure? Where is he? What hospital? Girl, there was no blood on the cutscene. He's okay. He's at St. Signers. They are tending him there. I must see him at once. I'm sorry, Iris, but you can't. Why not? That's not fair. I'm a family member. I should be allowed. No, I mean, nobody can see him at the moment. It's not allowed any visitors. They are preparing to operate, you see. To operate? Oh, poor Hurley. It was two thugs who were in Mr. Windbank's shop. They shot Mr. Sholmes when we disturbed them. It was pitch black inside the shop at the time. My mind went totally blank, I'm afraid. I just froze. After them! Go! After that, I ran into the street, but, well, they were long gone. I shouldn't have hesitated. I'm sorry, it's my I do wonder if this is going to result in us being a witness at the crimes. Even though we are the defense lawyer, are we also gonna be a witness? Or is Susato gonna be a witness? So sorry, it's my fault. I let them get away. I think that's sorry. I think that's a very good thing. If you have seen which way they went and chased after them, you might have been shot as well, Runa. On top of everything, I couldn't bear that. Oh, Iris. I feel bad for her. Where is Susie, Runa? She's still at the police station. Why? I expect she's still being questioned. The police said they wouldn't be finished for a while. Why aren't you there then? Well, I didn't get a good look at the criminals anyway, so they weren't questioning me for long. Mr. Zato stayed behind the scene to tend to Mr. Sholmes, so they didn't get started until later. Oh, I see. Besides, one of us have to come back with Iris. I'm glad Inspector Gregson agreed to me leaving early. Should have let me know, and I would have come to the station. I don't understand why they arrested Ginny. It's not fair. What about the two thugs that were at the scene? Why aren't they the prime suspects? After all, They shot Hurley dead, didn't they? No, no, no. I mean, he's not dead. Oh, this is all so horrible. The thing is, Mr. Windbank was found on the floor of the storeroom where he kept all the deposit articles. The storeroom was locked from the inside. I see. But he wasn't alone in there. Tina was found next to him on the floor as well. Oh, and according to the detectives who investigated afterwards, don't tell me there was no one else in the room. Yes, exactly. How did you know? The only explanation. Yeah. Sorry. The only explanation. Yeah, the only explanation indeed. What do you mean by that, Bruno? Well, what can I say? I'll be damned if I agree, damned if I don't. I'm afraid I'm gonna need to go out again now, Iris. There is not much I can do at the moment, but I can at least try to find out how Mr. Sholmes and Gina are getting on. I want to go too. Take me with you, Bruno. I can't stand just sitting here waiting. I'm not sure how I feel about taking a 10-year-old to the scene of the murder, but I don't want to leave her alone. Alright then, Iris, perhaps you can help me. Yeah, this is gonna be a fun investigation then. I love it. Gina at the prison. Mr. Sholmes is probably at the hospital bed. Don't forget we have to visit the crime scene. We need to conduct a truth. I always have problem with this word. Why do I have so much problem with this word in particular? A thorough investigation. I can see already for action. I imagine Iris would appreciate going to the hospital sooner rather than later. Hospital. So she's gonna be our assistant. Good. Well, this look like a shit. Hurley! Oh. He's not here. No, that's strange. The nurse definitely said he was in bed by the window, didn't she? Oh, I know what's probably happened. Hurley was being a big baby, and the bullet wound wasn't that bad after all, so he's just been sent home. I'm not sure about that, baby or not. There's no question that it was fairly serious wound injured than Mr. Sholmes suffered. Oh. Hello, hello, what have we here? The ward is off limits, no visiting. So what are you doing here? Well, I have you know, we are hardly next of kin. Oh, beg your pardon then, man. A little lady and a curious Eastern gentleman. The great mystery solver has a mysterious family. The great mystery solver has a mysterious family, huh? If that's how you see it, sure. Where is he, Constable? Where is Hurley? I believe he's currently in the operation theater. Men undergoing extensive operation. Extensive? Been several hours since he went in. Oh dear. Is he gonna be alright? Oh, he doesn't appear to be working. As you see. The anesthetic, that is. I have heard of a report that the gentleman claims to have a little too much to drink last night. Coffee, that is. Anyway, I think it would be fair to assume that we won't be back here for several hours yet. I see. Thank you, Constable. Perhaps we should leave and come back later. Poor Hurley. Prison. I'm gonna take a 2-minute break just to grab myself some water and help me wake up. So I'll be right back. Oh, this way. Wait, something is happening. Hello, Gina. I will talk to you in a second. Okay, I'm a bit more awake now. We went from 12% to about 50%. So let's see how this goes. And now I have more water to help myself work. And now I can feel my legs. Hello, Gina. Oh, they let you brought the gun inside. Ah. Oh, you still have the grenade launcher Hurley and I made. I wish you wouldn't point at me all the time. What are you here for? Ginny, I have a feeling it's because of us that you have ended up in trouble. So we were thinking that we might be able to help you. Well, you can't. Sorry. You heard it. Get lost. Don't be like that, Ginny. I know you didn't do it. You never shot someone. I just know you wouldn't. You think you know me? Pull the other one. Well, you went and got the first idea about the likes of me. I'm a thief. I pinch people's purses when they are walking down the street. That's how I get by. And if I saw me chance, I would sneak into a pawn shop any day of the week. Just to see what I could lay my hands on. Get it? That's the kind of person I am. But Ginny, I'll be in the court tomorrow, they say. Some cove came by before and said he will be a lawyer for me or the like. That was my right or something. But I told them to get stuffed. I don't need no lawyers, I don't need one. You couldn't be staring at me any more obviously if she tried. Why are you being like that, Ginny? I don't understand, Gina. Why did you send the public defender away? So we are establishing that there is a public defender. So why did Makildad and Mr. Natsumi did not have a public lawyer? You wanted me to sign some papers representing papers or something like that? It's not gonna be rigged anyway, the whole trial. They will pinch on me because I'm a kid. That's what the grown-ups always do. Why do you think that? Because that's how I always have been. How it have been for me, growing up in the back slums my whole life. If you do what the grown-up tell you, you will get your mates dragged out of the coppers or worse. It happened to me before and all. I'm being sold out and nearly snapped on the back of it. You can't trust no one, that's the point. Soon as you do, you're going to grass. That. Dina, listen. If you like in tomorrow's trial, forget it. Dina, don't you trust Rune? Nah, I don't. Look, I'll ask you nicely now. Just leave me alone. Will you tell us what happened, Gina? Last night at the pawnbroker? There's nothing to tell. I figured he paid me, so I broke into the place and started going through the storeroom. But the old bloke walking on me, and you know the rest. But why? Why would you do that? And it's obvious the place is full of stuff I could sell for a shilling or two. Diving it is, you know, it's a lot of work and half the time you don't even get nothing. Is that really why you broke into the place? What? Are you sure the true reason wasn't something else? Oh, give it a rest. What's the point anyway? Nothing I could say would make the blind bit any difference. Please tell us, Gina. We believe in you, whatever it is. Believe me, don't be deaf. You can't believe in nothing. Everyone lies all the time. And you know what? When it comes to liars, I'm the biggest of the lot. I have told some unforgettable lies. Unforgivable lies. What do you mean by unforgivable lies? I feel like this would be such a nice place for the lock system from the old Ace Attorney games. What did you mean before, Gina, when you said you were the biggest liar of the lot? Why don't you tell us what these unforgivable lies you have told her? Maybe we can help. Sorry. We're out of time. They're gonna wanna question me now. Gina, please. Oh yeah. I want to give you this. Something to remember me by. Cat! There's no man from the corner street where the fourth case happened. Or maybe they just reused the model. For a graphic print of a really adorable cat. And the backside? I found one of the pockets of this coat. Ain't no point in having... Oh, that's the secret second item! Oh, that's gonna be some huge proofs or something! Ooh, I wanna examine. I wonder what a little photograph like this was doing in a pocket of the coat. Anyway, don't bother coming again. Bye. Oh, Genie. I wanna examine it. First, yeah! Look at the back of the print, there's something written here. 13 February, article 1 small box. Loan amount 10 shilling, redemption 13 April. So this photograph is a redemption ticket. 13 February, that could be significant. Just 2 days ago, before the murder of... 2 days before the murder of the omnibus, wasn't it? Small box, that doesn't tell us much. Bruno, if Mr. McCudden still have the ticket, then presumably he never redeemed the article. Do you think the box might still be present in the shop? Oh, yes. If that's something McCudden deposited, we need to investigate it. Nice. Also a cute cat. I need to go to Physian. Good luck. Enjoy. Let's check the pub. We're probably gonna only stream for about 30 more minutes. If you're interested in watching the rest of it, you can go on the Twitch profile and you can check the VOD if you want to. Should be there until I upload to YouTube, which is going to take a while because I'm very much behind. But you can just check on Twitch. I'm pretty sure if you just close the tab, it marks where you stopped watching. Winbank Pawnbrokery. Oh yeah, thanks for coming. This is where it happens then, last night. That's right, the two thugs I told you about were obviously ransacking the place, looking for valuables. But apart from the policeman in here, you wouldn't know anything have happened. There's no sign of disturbance. No, you're right about that actually. There is some stuff here in the floor. In fact, if anyone, it's the police who seems to be the one doing the ransacking. I know what you mean, they're like a gang of organized criminals, all dressed in black. Oh, I heard that. Hello, Mr. Fish and Chips. Inspector, good morning. Suppose I ought to thank you for your vigilance last night. I got the scene before it was disturbed. At least. Shame you let the two rogues get away, mind. Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I thought you assigned extra men to beat around here, Gregsy. Now look what's happened. Hurley has been injured because there weren't enough police on duty. Ah! Your lordship! No one told me you were coming. I expect you to take full responsibility for what happened to Hurley and see he has the very best medical care. Of course, your lordship, the very best doctor in the capital are attending to him as we speak. And I don't think it's Runo's fault that the rogues managed to get away, is it? Chasing criminal is the police job. Absolutely, your lordship, as you say, man, as you said. The judge in the back is totally blameless. Everyone is in agreement about that. Do you believe it? He's like a completely different person talking about personality change. Oh, where are my manners? Are you thirsty, your lordship? Perhaps you like some juice? Some nice refreshing fruit juice? Oh, why are you thirsty, Gregsley? I have some of my special herb tea with me, if you like some. Glug, 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 glug. I'm gonna drink too. Lovely tea. Very much. That really hit the spot, your lordship. I don't even recognize him like that. Exam. Feet on the ground. Alright, let's see what we can uncover. What do you think you're doing, Sunshine? You can't touch anything. But we're hoping to... This is a crime scene for Pete's sake. No touching. What's the problem, Gregsley? Rune is a lawyer, you know that. I'm so sorry, your ladyship. Ever so sorry. The rules and regulations are a thorn on my side. Of course, if Mr. Naruhodo were to have been properly appointed by the accused, that would be another matter. If you could show me some representation paper, I'll be only happy to let you nose around. Did you hear that? We need Gina to sign some representation papers. Look like presenting the detective here with the correct paperwork is the only way. Let's talk to you. So, how is the investigation going, Prospector? Nothing to it, really. Very simple case this. There is some very definitive evidence. Just about to charge the diver we arrested last night, in fact. You know you are going to charge her? That's right. Should be able to bring her before the judge at the Bailey tomorrow. Definitely evidence, you say. What is it? Come on, tell me. Your ladyship, as much as I wish to oblige you, I'm afraid... Ah, I see. You already captured a pair of thugs who broke in here last night, have you? What the... And you are going to put on the stand a witness, are you? How could you possibly know that? I have a feeling, that's all. Remind me not to try to keep a secret from Iris. We are keeping one! So you arrested the two men who shot Sholmes, have you? Well, yes, they were rounded up pretty quickly by the lads on the bench, or the beat. And Millie is being held at the prison. You should be. That's assuming she hasn't lifted the key from the jailer, of course. Can you tell us anything about Mr. Sholmes? What's his condition? Sorry, I'm not at liberty to divulge the information. Scotland Yard matters are strictly confidential. Well, I know he's being operated at St. Simon. Why can't I see him family, you know? Oh, I'm terrible sorry, your ladyship. It's the hospital policy. I'm no visiting. Oh. The bullet must have hit an artery in his midriff. Lost a fair bit of blood. Oh no. It didn't seem to be bad in the first hour or so, but the hemorrhage like that is enough to make even one and only Sholmes pipe down. Mr. Sholmes is a human like the rest of us, you know. Now, anyway, he's been having emergency surgery right now. They got stopped the bleeding. But he'll be alright, won't he? They'll be able to make him better. Of course, your ladyship. He'll be right as rain before you know it. Really, how do you know? Well, how do I know? Well, that's because, of course... yes, Mr. Sholmes is such a great detective, that's why. I better pray the doctors have a better grasp on what he needs and to make something well again. Sorry, I cut off. You better pray the doctors have a better grasp of what is needed to make someone's well again. Please don't die, Hurley. Report to your ladyship. I'll report to your ladyship the moment I hear he's out of the operation theater. I couldn't help but notice, Inspector. Out of it, Sunshine. Well, there seems to be a marked difference between the way you talk to me and Iris. Watch your sauce, Sonny. I'm a copper, and we don't go in for favoritism. But he's right. You do treat us differently. It's because of those adventures of Sherlock Sholmes stories. That's why. Oh, I crock up in them, don't I, Inspector Tobias Gregson? Oh, well, yes, because you're an acquaintance of Hurley. What do you write about the Inspector, Iris? I don't remember really. It was one of Sholmes' lines. Gregson is the smartest of Scotland Yarders, is how he put it. Oh, did I write that? And you know what that one line did for me, huh? The very next month, my pay double. Double, I tell you. Oh, so it's just because you're thankful. Okay, oh, that's amazing. All because everyone at the Yard reads them. They read all Sherlock Sholmes stories. They even set up a fan club for me. Of course, that explains everything. It was around that time that you became such a toad for me. Can you blame me? All it takes is one bad word from you and Sholmes could change his tune about me. Gregson? No. The great detective, you say. He's getting quite overrated this day. Think about what happened to my salary if that came out in print. The whole thing gives me the willies. I can't tell you how many nights of sleep I lost worried about it. But that would never happen, Gregsley. Every month, when the new Ransom magazine comes out, my hands are trembling as I turn the pages. Oh, how awful for you. Here, Have some of my tea to settle your nerves. Cluck, 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 cluck. I shall do this thing. Lovely. Thank you very much. That really hit the spot, your ladyship. He told it. Todo. Oh yeah, there's something I was supposed to talk to you about, Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, what is it? I got an important message for you. I clean forgot about it until now. Important message. Susato-san? Are you gonna tell me what this important message is then, Inspector? Yeah, it's about a young lady who's normally by your side, your assistant. Dear Susie, is she alright? At the station, isn't she being questioned, I believe? Nope, not anymore. She had to head off. Head off where? The Lord Strongheart office, of course. He summoned her. Ah, yes, of course. I forgot about that. One of the Wimpstocks took her there in Yard's carriage after we finished questioning her. But she asked us to tell you she didn't have the fare for the return journey, to go and meet her there. You got a nerve using Scotland Yard's blooming message service. God, I wanna eat this. I see. Well, thank you for passing that on, Inspector. Why did Susie have to go to see the Lord Chief Justice? She didn't tell me. But I better head over to his office to fetch her. A nice chips with some hard salt. Ah, some good fish with some panko crusty. Oh, I wanna eat that. Some tilapia with just a little bit of panko to make that nice crusty. Ah, I wanna eat that. What's up? Yes. No matter how much times I come here, I always get the same sense of oppressive somehow. You think the place is oppressive? I think it's normal. How so? I mean, look at the suit of armor over there. You can't take that seriously, can you? Maybe it thinks the same about you. So, everything's clear with regard to tomorrow's arrangement, I trust? Yes, thank you very much. There they are, Susato-san and Lord Strongheart. I wonder what they are talking about. They both look very serious. Very good, there's not further to discuss. You may return to your lodging. No doubt you have much to do in preparation for your return to your homeland. Wait, what did he just say? Return to homeland. Susato-san! Oh, Miss Naruhodo. What was all that about? Ah, Mr. Naruhodo, thank you for coming, Collector College. What was that about? Why were you talking about Susato's return to her homeland? And tomorrow? Tomorrow? But what about Ginny's trial? You mean? Will be formally charged now? Oh dear. Miss Susato, what is all this about? Oh, please don't concern yourself, Mr. Naruhodo. It's only me going back to Japan. Your life here? That's not what I asked. What happened? Why are you leaving? It's my father. He fallen ill. Oh no. Did not expect that. Professor Mikotobo? If I may. Yeah, I don't need a flashback. Receive an international telegram from the Empire of Japan informing us of the news. 10 days ago, father collapsed with fever. The cause is apparently unknown. Since he grew weaker day by day. I don't believe it. As you are aware, the voyage from here to your country's capital takes some 50 days. Although I thought it would be prudent to hasten Miss Susato's departure as much as possible. Yes, absolutely. I will leave London first thing tomorrow morning. Can't believe this is happening. So Gina has been charged. She will appear in court? Yes, she was formally charged a few hours ago. And the date of the trial has been already set for tomorrow. No, not even 24 hours later? The Lestrade girl and the murder of the Baker Street pawnbroker, yes. Auto-conspicuous case. The pickpocket was clearly disturbed mid-robbery and shot the man in a panic. No, the yard is overstretched as it is, without wasting time on these open and shut cases. Not wasting time. Ginny would never do something like that. Mr. Naruhodo. Yes, Long Strongheart? In the appearance of your fine service to date, I shall overlook this young girl's insolence. But I have no recollection of admitting a child into my office. Leave now. Of course, Long Strongheart. Criminals will tell you the most palpable lies in order to evade justice. The police can ill afford the time it takes to unravel other untruths. Meanwhile, more crimes are perpetrated. There are far more serious matters in which to contend. Serious matters. Didn't Gregson mention something like that yesterday? Yes, Inspector Gregson made a similar remark yesterday. It's no concern of yours, though I'm sure I need not to remind you of that. Minutes precisely until my next minute. You must excuse me. It's just one more thing, Lord Strongheart, which is Miss Lestrade trial. I wonder if you might permit me to defend her. A timely suggestion. The girl currently has no representation. But that's not fair. Yeah, she may be a pickpocket, but she still deserves a fair trial. Do not misunderstand me, young lady. The government provides for those too poor to afford representation of a public defender. The accused need only to sign the relevant paperwork, and a defense barrister will be assigned to the case. However, the young lady in question has refused that right. Why would she do that? A question you would do well to direct at her. You'll find her at the local prison. Yes, thank you. It's interesting that the game kind of assumes you would leave the prison for last, because it clearly assumes you haven't gone to prison yet. Now then, it's time I was leaving. Good day to you. Bye, killer. What a day. Gina charged with murder, Susato says about to leave. Holmes has been shot. Come, Mr. Naruhodo, Aris, we must make haste. But, Susie, you're leaving for Japan tomorrow morning, aren't you? Don't you have a packing and things to do? As Ms. Naruhodo Judicial Assistant, my personal circumstances are of no consequence. My sole purpose remains to help you in whatever way I can. Thank you, Mrs. Sato. That's a very pensive look. I think we ought to visit Gina's first. In any case, I should like to wish to her well before I leave. Yes, that sounds like a good idea. Let's go. I'm honest, this has completely thrown me off. I just have to do what I can as a lawyer. Back to the prison. Hello again, Gina. That hello again is making me... Could you only have this cutscene? You have already done the first one, but the first one was without Susato, so... Why would the cutscene that grabs you, Susato, would assume you have not done this cutscene before? What are you doing? What are you lot here for? The moment shoving our face yet again, obviously. I think I need to improve the way you load the ammunition into that thing, don't I? Look, you can come as many times as you like, but I ain't got nothing more to say to you. Gina, I wonder if you might hear me out. There is something I'd like to say. What? Sorry to say that I must reluctantly bid you farewell. Farewell? Tomorrow I must begin my journey back home, to Japan. I fear we may never meet again. Oh, right. I have the pleasure of meeting so many lovely people here in London. I have so many wonderful memories, and yet, as things stand now, it will be a gloom party indeed. Poor Iris is so miserable. Susie, Well, that ain't my business. Both Aris and Mr. Naruhodo believe you to be innocent. Gina, they have put their faith in you. But somehow you can't find in your heart to put your faith in them. Yeah, that's right, I can't. What out of it? It grieves me greatly to have to say goodbye to my friends when they are so clearly unhappy. Because of you. It's my fault? Yes. So I have one final request, Gina, before our paths never cross again. Right here and right now. I want you to show both of them that you don't deserve the faith they have invested in you. Only by doing that will you truly be alone as you claim to be. What are you talking about? What do you expect me to do then? You told us that everyone lies. So prove it by admitting one of your own truths. Well, what about what you said before, Gina? You said something about unforgivable lies? You must tell Mr. Naruhodo and Aris the truth now. That is my last request before I leave. My last request as a judicial assistant. No, I can't. Whatever these lies are, they're obviously weighing very heavily on Gina's mind. Gina, I could be wrong, but is it something to do with what happened 2 months ago about the trial? And a good man lost his life? The case of that mysterious murder that took place inside the omnibus. You were called as a witness by the prosecution. Is that what this is about? Yeah, you're right. Because in that trial, I lie. I lie like you wouldn't believe. Will you tell us about now? She was never a witness. Like you said, it all happened 2 months ago. The corporate got hold of me and shoved me into the witness stand. And based on your testimony, Mr. McGilder was declared innocent. Yeah, well, the thing is, I lie about a whole bunch of stuff. I knew it. What sort of thing? I was hiding under the seat that night. That was... Oh! I really thought you weren't. So how was the chariot full of stuff in the bench that would stop you from hiding? I was pitch black in that little cubbyhole. I couldn't see a thing, and then I heard a little thud, like someone falling on the floor. That's when Mr. McGilder discovered you. Yeah. He pulled me out from under the seat and sat me next to the dead man. There is no knife here. There is no knife here. How did he die? There is no knife here. There weren't much life, but when I look at them, I have scuffed blood all over them. I was so scared I couldn't even speak. You have his blood on your hands? In other words, it was Gina the witness on the roof deck saw through the skylight. Then Mr. McGillis started asking you questions, I suppose. Who you were, why were you hiding under the seat? Yeah, he did, only that's not all. I mean, he threatened me. He threatened you how? He made me swear about what I seen, what I heard. About who was gonna be... about what he was gonna do after the cove was found dead. He made me swear I wouldn't tell no one about any of it. If I did, he said he would let me escape before the Coopers showed up. Gina, you must tell me what he swore you to secrecy about. What you saw, what you heard, everything. Nice. You said McGilder made you swear not to tell anyone what you saw, but you were in pitch black compartment under the seat the whole time, were you? Yes, with McGilder seated above your head, I would remember, if I remember correctly. Yeah, that's true, but it was when I heard the thud, the cover left the floor. I let out a little scream, couldn't help it. McGilder heard that and dragged me out of me by arm. That's when I saw it. He was on the floor next to the old geezer who have been stabbed. A disc, all bright and shiny. A disc? Do you mean... Yep, the one with the did took off me windbag. But the music box So the Misky box disc was there on the floor of the omnibus. Not for long, McGill spotted straight away. He picked up smart fish and stuff inside the pocket. So that disc was in the omnibus 2 months ago at the scene of the Mr. Manson murder. When the big rotter told me, I went to murder a word on it to no one. Because it was dark in the seat of the cabin, I was straining my ears the whole time. After a while, I heard a door and footsteps inside the cabin. Presumably, that was McKidded getting on board. Nah, not only him. Because I could definitely make out the footstep of 2 people. In that case, it seems likely it was McGill and the victim. It's a thrice-fired Manson. In the testimony during the trial, McGill claimed he slept through during the carriage ride. Whenever I'm in a carriage, I always take with free starness. I'm not gonna check the flashbacks. Your own testimony, Gina, supports this. Yeah, that weren't exactly true. Neither of them was asleep. I could hear them talking the whole time in low voices. What? What are you talking about? Sorry, I don't know. Sound of horses in the wheels was too loud. But that still tells us something. Mr. McGill and his victim knew each other. Okay, so McGill was lying as I suspected. Sorry, I am getting sleepy again. After the event, I knew it wasn't gonna take long before someone raised the alarm that the bloke had been killed. So when the cab came to a stop, McGill told me to hide under the seat again. I climbed in, waited. The 2 cars from up top run off to get the coppers. Yep, Mr. Fairplace and Mr. First. Right, and after they're gone, McGill asked the driver to do him a favor. Favor? The driver wasn't it! Now then, fella, what I needed to do is take this coach of mine and deposit in a nearby pawnbroker. For our troubles, let's see, I'll give you 10 guineas. A nearby pawnbroker? You mean on the Baker Street? Yep, you got it. It was Winbank. The coach snapped up the money and ran off to his coat. Ran off to pop this coat as fast as he could. So then there was no one else left in the carriage. Mr. McGill did. Open the little box under the seat. Anyway, let me get out there, but not without conditions. Sorry, that sentence did not make any sense to me. Oh, and let me get out of the box under the seat, but not without conditions. What were the conditions? Or McGill did conditions then? For letting you go free, I mean. Not telling us so, not for anything about what I saw and what I heard. And there was something else as well. There's more? Yeah, this is the most important thing he said. I'm after sending the coachman on a little errand for me with some small change in his hand. Now then, did you hear what I asked of him? Did you see anything at all? You asked him to pop your weasels, right? Ah, then the thing taking me over coach deposit with pawnbroker nearby. And I want you lads to take the redemption ticket for it, do you understand? What? You want me to take the ticket? That's right. And I'll come fetch it from you later, sometime within the next 2 months. You are to hang on to that until then, is that clear? And whatever you do, don't lose it. Alright then, and in case I might happen to be delayed, at the wall, you're to go to the pawn shop, so it is, and you're to exchange the local, to extend the loan before the 2 months is up. You'll forget the article will be forfeit, an old fan could have come along and buy it. Any old fan. But I ain't got that kind of press. Here, £5. That should be enough. You understand each other less? Don't try anything funny now. If you go against me... Yeah, I get it. Good, and one more thing. In a few days from now, you'll be visited by the police, I have no doubt. The coppers? They'll come to be asking you to take the stand in court to testify as a witness. So let's just have a wee chat about that, shall we? What is it you might say, and what is it that you want? After that, he got an over, and I picked it. But as far from there as I could. I have the pawnbroker's ticket in some bushes nearby in the scene. I went to fetch it the next day once it got dark. So McGill planned it and coerced Ginny into giving false testimonies. I bet you're ready to string me up, huh? I lie in that big old courtroom, told some cockers. The thing is, he said he would make it so we couldn't live in the East End no more. That's what he threatened me with. What a wicked man. He knew everything. He knew everything that went on in the black slums. He knew we have to have no one to look after us, and we all just looking out for each other, getting by together. That means McGilded would have in a heartbeat. He could have a lot of us chased out of there if he wanted. And then, where could we have gone? Nowhere, that's where. So he didn't have no choice. Thank you, Gina, for telling us everything. I'm gonna stop here because I just fell asleep like 3 times in the last 5 minutes. This is shaping up to be a fun trial. So, as always, thank you very much for watching today's stream. If you want to see watch more of my content live, I try to stream on Twitch every day. If you want to see me watch some of my old content, I try to archive everything on my YouTube channel. Once again, thank you very much for watching, and hopefully you will join me tomorrow. Bye bye!